Good morning. Oh, hey, Kit. It doesn't even show anybody in here yet. It's you. Thanks for joining. I was just making sure that I had everything set up right and, um, yeah. Oh, whoops. Wrong one. So I'm just leveling crafters right now. And then I thought that if anybody wanted to watch me or help me decorate my house, I might do that too. I also have a onion garden to refill. Yeah, I have to set things up different if when I stream FF, I like decorating. Onions is Warg's department, but I've been doing it for a while too. And I thought people might like to see how you fill the bed. Um, I had to change my stream setup specifically for Final Fantasy II, like when I did Baldur's Gate, and I messed around with a couple other games getting them set up. They need different settings and layouts, so I'm saving separate scenes. Yeah, to hide the chat and the change name display. Exactly. That's why I'm in the corner there. I like using my Lizardman PNG tuber when I do Baldur's Gate 2, which I had settings issues with Baldur's Gate, but I think I got it figured out. But I like using my webcam with Final Fantasy. Oh my god, you have a screen that's green. Welcome, Lila. Yeah, so I figured that out the same day as the PNG tuber, and I just hadn't brought this here yet. Alright. Also, this normally they need high quality for these. This one I need high progress. Also, I play control. Kit said, "Oh hey Minzy." Kit said I can send you a resource to help you write some macros. That would be great. So obviously I'm a controller player, and I can do this fine on controller too. But I feel it's so much more chill to just like grab my mouse and click it when I'm crafting. I also was experimenting with mouse and keyboard, and I think I would like it. Yeah, a clicker for controller. I'm a hybrid. I'm a mutant Final Fantasy 14 streamer. I just like to do things my own way sometimes. And that's a good thing. Thank you. There's a lot of strong players that click. I think, is it Dak that says that she does all of her healing clicking? Yes, I thought so. She's good too. I did some raiding with a friend who was also a healer main and does all clicks. And we were progging Savage, so that's interesting. Warg also clicks, nice. You think, but you don't swear to that? I got you. Yeah, the crazy thing, Kit, is that I've had the MMO mouse like the whole time. And when I came back and I joined the old FC, I was remembering people being hard on me for not doing well in trials and stuff, and I didn't want to start over fresh with a new control setup because I was worried about that. Once you get used to it, it's revolutionary for gameplay. What really got me, Kit, was when you said that the extra buttons you have to hit to get to, Lila said, fuck them trying to tell you your way isn't good. Thank you. I was holding us back in trials back then, and there was a lot of pressure for me to be in the trials because I was our FC leader. Oh my god, it's a Minzy on stream. Oh, holy shit. I can't talk and pay attention at the same time. Hi, Minzy. We're going to show off your cute wings and antlers here. I like how you matched everything with the goldish. Wow. Hey, Ward, welcome. Yeah, so we're finding out if my friend Ward clicks. So I forgot what I was saying halfway, but I was going to say that Kit, when you said like the extra buttons to like, so I do have as many actions, right? Because I can go left or right, or I can go up there or up there by double tapping the trigger, or I can do the two triggers, but doing all of that trigger swapping makes me misclick on occasion because I won't have fully released the trigger when I go to hit the next action. And so when you were mentioning the extra buttons to get to your actions, I was like, that would probably help me level up, like to be more consistent if I wasn't doing that. Hey, Kit. We'll show off your Christmas clam too here. The scythe is awesome. I like that scythe. Wedge, what can is that? How small is that? Also, what can? Oh, this is a Diet Mountain Dew, just a regular can. It might look small in my hand. So I'm not a massive guy, but I am 6'3", 207 pounds about. So I am large. But then I just have big palms. I actually have big palms and short fingers. When I used to play basketball a lot, I would steal the ball and people said it was like getting hit by a bear paw. Took them long enough to give me a scythe you like better than the OG they give you. That's true. Oh, whoops. Yeah, nice. I don't have those emotes yet. Oh, hey, Warg's here too. Oh, I gotta finish this before I show off Warg's glam. Hey, Shining, welcome. Lila said soon I will be a great crafter. I just have to put the time in to level it. And I think I'm ready. I really want to be able to make my own potions too. I use pots when progging. Our friend Azur actually told me to stop that because I'm burning money. But I just burn the gill and I use the pots and the food every time, just in case it helps the group. You can be old-fashioned. The chain scythes are a totally different style. Oh, I forgot to do mine. This is part of why I click when I do crafts normally. It helps me not forget where I'm at, because when I'm doing melee DPS, I have a muscle memory rotation, and I don't have that for crafting. Warg wants a chain scythe real bad, it sounds like. Alright. Oh, Warg, I was just gonna show off your Christmas glam, but I guess we'll just show off full Wargness here. Behold. That's awfully cheeky of you, sir. Let me get my holiday glam out. Where is it? Oh geez, I went all the way around for no reason. And this is mine. It's just your regular Santa with some... Oh wait, or what boots are you wearing? I'm wearing the rebel boots, I think. Yours look more Santa-y. Wedge, you're a strong, independent man who don't need no man telling them how to unwantedly to play their game. Thank you. Do I really need repair right now? It's not that bad, guys. Those are Garlean Imperial boots. Thank you. Well, I can't repair my gear, so I guess I'll have one of these guys repair my gear. Oh, a volunteer. I always thought it's weird that you have to be in a party to request the repair. Like, I should be able to offer some rando, like, hey, I'll give you 1,000 gil or however many gil for repair. Lila says same. Yeah, it's weird, like, why gatekeep the repair? I think this is the first, yeah, this is the first time any of you guys have been on screen with me. When I stream, I've been trying to respect everybody's privacy and kind of keep to myself when I stream. Zero says, I rarely let my stuff fall below 99. Lila, you do too? So I kind of am following Warg's game plan. I think it was Warg who told me, like, if you let it get down, or wait, no, I misremembered what he said. Actually, I haven't been doing it right. I've been letting myself get low then repair. But if you have a friend repair you when you're missing 10% or whatever, then you get that extra 90% the next time. So I kind of had a brain fart and I wasn't doing it right. Oh, I forgot great sides. So the cool thing that I like about doing crafters on the moon here is that, like, it's pretty hard to mess it up, I feel like. It said player repair goes past 100, vendor repair only goes to 100. Right. Don't you get like an extra 100%? Like you can get up to like 100 and yeah. That's what I thought. It would be amazing if I was able to go into progging at like 190% most times. That's when I almost break my gear. We got a level! So I'm only level 55. My highest crafter is 57. It can get harder when you get to 100 on the moon. That makes sense. People were saying that well, it should get harder as you get higher level. Right now I'm loving leveling the crafters without buying the mats. That's amazing. I'm really glad I procrastinated leveling the crafters until they did that. Oh, I didn't need to do that action. Lila makes dollars. Dollar bill, y'all. Warg, are you taking this opportunity to show off your amazing glam fashion? Shining says, some of the higher rank stuff kills me. Warg agrees that the moon and the beast tribes are good for low level costs, or low cost leveling. We get a new planet soon. Is it with the next patch, guys? Yeah, and that's what I meant. Before, leveling crafters would take like all of your gil, and I like buying dumb stuff, so. .41 or .45, that's awesome. That'll only be like a few patches away. Go upgrade my tool? But Minzy, I am a tool. I'm just playing. I will after this craft. That's why my my chunks shrunk, right? Because I leveled. Then go upgrade myself. Can't quite use that yet, but I might as well buy it. Oh, sorry, Kit. Good luck with your stream. I'll pop in and watch you when I finish here. You need to update your PNG tuber since you changed it back and it's appropriate. Well, good luck with that. I like your PNG tuber and your kitty. Thank you. Minzy, you said I went to the wrong vendor? Is this not where I should keep crafting stuff without having to... Oh wait. Yeah, you want me to get tombstone gear, right? Zero says, oof, I need to actually work on my cosmic tools. Haven't even reached my first full thing. Thank you for the chaperone. Alright. This person gives you stuff? Welcome to the Interplanetary Research Station. I'd be happy to help you with data reporting cosmic tools. Oh. Got it. I completely forgot about that. It's been like 6 months since I was here, so thank you. We're good now. I haven't done... I obviously I haven't finished any of them because I don't have a crafter to 100 yet. I forget what I was working on when the first stage of the moon dropped, but I fell super behind like immediately and just didn't do it after that. The level breakup for accessories is weird. I was working on my gear for Dragoon. That does sound right. I think that I was optimizing that. Spiffy moon tools. Is this the... Wow, that looks small in my hand also. I don't even know, it kind of looks like I'm holding a Fabergé egg. Clicking on these pop-up menus like this is the most annoying thing about being a controller player. You have to like tab over to it with this button. It's like tab targeting for your HUD, it's gross. Look at Warg's saw. Oh damn, that actually looks really cool. Yeah, I like that one. You know what that looks like and it's not a Fabergé egg? Minzy, what are you accusing me of? I am the most innocent Final Fantasy player there is. I'm just kidding. I think I would have to work up to that girth though. I'm just gonna keep it real. I don't think we could jump straight to that. This is not a flared base. Exactly. It just goes straight to business. That looks terrible. And Lila called bullshit on me saying that, but that's funny. My wife is out in the other room drinking coffee, probably like, what the fuck? I thought he was crafting. Endwalker tools look so good. I don't know if they'll top it, in my opinion. And Lila says the flared base. It does kind of have a flared base, but look, it's not smooth. It's it's got knobs. I don't think that the knobs I don't think that you want those knobs there. Space Olympic looks like a vape. It that does look like that looks like a mod. The vape mods where they blow clouds. What did I do here? Oh, I'm done with it. Derp. No, when you're on your knee, you gain the flared base. So if I have one complaint about these, it's that once you gold star all three of these, it doesn't rotate other ones for you to gold star in. Like there's only like, I think it does rotate one or two more in, but then you're just stuck doing that until you hit the next point. Yeah, but they do get harder. Nice. That's what she said. You did say that. That's right. I had to lean in and see that to look at that emo. I like that. It's like the classic cartoon character flattens. Nice, we have team crafting here. Also, Minzy, I love that glam. I like the purple plaid and the I'm just gonna call it a Scottish hat. I don't know what its real name is. Shank shoe? Is that really what it's called? Shank shoe? Oh no, you meant thank you, like shanks you. Alright, got you, my bad. I may have wake and bake today. I get it now, thanks. It was a nice chill morning, you know, there wasn't much to do. I was like, yeah, I can do a casual stream. Why not take a puff? The hat is just called a beret. And yeah, I did get there in the end. I normally, well, yeah, I normally do. It just takes a while. Just gonna throw this out here too. At this point, we're pretty confident that I went undiagnosed being on the spectrum. I don't process until later after I'm done talking or doing whatever it is a lot of times. Lila says, you're good. Well, thank you. It makes for funny stuff sometimes, doesn't it? You know what I have a clip of? Like, not from, I wasn't streaming when I did it, but I have a clip of it that I captured with my controller. When we were in MSQ and and you asked for limit break, and then my brain freaked out, and Shining's gonna pass back out. Good luck, have fun. Thank you. Thanks for hanging out, Shining. Hope to see you in game soon. Rest well. But yeah, I started the LB and then I turned away to try and cancel it, and I shot that beam the other direction from the boss. That was great. Did I just mess that up? Whoops. Mats are free here, right? That's better. I'm never really sure when's the best time to use Byregot's Blessing. It seems like sometimes you don't need it, but it feels weird to not use it because you have it. I'm going to go find one of the pretty spots to sit and do this for a bit. Lila says mainly use it win as your last high quality step or to finish it out. That's what I thought. Thank you. Let's see. Where's the best view over here? Too bad I can't use a mount and get on top of that mushroom. This is more scenic though. It's to push you over the edge of glory. Nice. So like a craftgasm. It's a craftgasm. Ah, there we go. Sure, let's go with that. It's not weird, don't make it weird. I'm just playing. We already talked about flared bases and stuff, so I figured we're already there. Oh, did I skip a... Yeah, I did. No, there's only one step to making this one. Okay. That's fine. I can't wait until one day I can use one of those boom mics, so I don't have to... Well, I guess I would still have to wear the headset so that, but the headset gets uncomfortable. Yeah, for sure you can ask me one thing. Why is my hotbars unlocked? I don't know what you mean. What's I see this here now that you say that. Yeah. Okay. And what's that do? Oh, does that stop it from being able to... Oh. Yeah, so because I normally play with controller and I only use the mouse for menu stuff and sometimes when I'm crafting, I'm like never really in danger of doing this. So I guess I just forgot that was a feature, but thank you for reminding me that's there, and that will be handy, especially I think I'm going to switch and try doing the MMO mouse soon, because I think it would make it easier for me to master other classes. I put a lot of work in on the muscle memory to get where I am on Dragoon. And that's why I'm hesitant to do a lot of things with other classes, is that the muscle memory for all of those buttons is a lot. So when you do that, I would say put in the same work on a dummy. 100% agree. And that's actually, I can't wait till we have a new FC house, because it'll be easier to teleport to where the dummy is. Right now I have to go through the friends list and I need to clean my friends list out. I added a bunch of people that I did random things with, and then we like never linked up again, and it's just, I have to scroll so far to find you guys sometimes. No, actually, I don't have a dummy at my... Hang on, let me finish this real quick. Now that we're talking about this and you're asking about it, I'm going to finish this craft and we're going to go to my house and we're going to do some decorating, and maybe I'll put a dummy at my house. But no, my house has been bare bones this whole time. do you a favor and open my friends list. Um, are we sure we want to do that in stream? Because I hide, like I do reference your guys' character names, but I hide everybody's initials and party list and stuff. Didn't know if you guys would want your full character names being on stream. Yeah, yeah, so I'll do that for you in Discord later. Yeah. I did take some of the people out from when I played 8 years ago or whenever it was, but not all of them. And there's just, it's so many people. Minzy says that's quite thankful or thoughtful. You're welcome. Thank you. Yeah, so if you ever party with me when I'm in stream, it's just going to show in my party list your first and last initial, and I have it so that when so that people's names don't show up over their heads too. Um, that way, there's less danger of some douchebag stalking somebody or something. Oh my god, you are okay. It gets kind of confusing sometimes though, because when we're in a duty, I'll be like, alright, where's Warg in the list? Or where am I in the list? And there's two names that start with W. And then, you know what? Warg and I might be the only ones that start with a W. Well, we are with a W, but I mean with the same first initial. Minzy and I are Malk. It is almost milk. Alright, so we're going to go to the goblets in my house now. And there's like no utility stuff in my house. I've spent a lot of gil on gear and food and donations to the FCs or different things. But one, I was going to switch data servers a while back, so I emptied my house out and I redid my yard, which I love. I'm gonna fill this while we're here. But as you can see, there's no mailbox. I do have the aetheryte because obviously I'm too lazy to travel without it. But there's nothing in this house that does anything for me. There's no need to have a ton of that. Well, yeah, that's good. And really, when I put the stuff back in my house, when I decided not to switch data servers, I literally just threw down like the TV and the gold and the desk, and that was it. So I don't have a ton of gil right now, but I do have some items that I had hoarded, and I do have a little gil on my retainers. So we're going to add some stuff to this house right now. Feel free to recommend anything you want. I will add any suggestions with the exception of I'm going to limit the amount of pink. I'm sorry, Lila. And yeah, I will get a dummy. I'm so broke right now because I quit gathering for money. Alright, and we'll leave a little bit there. Oh my god, I'm so broke, has 2 mil. We know that's nothing in this game. You gotta have like 30 mil to be able to buy some things. And damn Wedge calling Lila out like that. Well, I know that she really loves pink, and I'm happy to add like a pink thing or two, but I don't think that I want to be surrounded by pink all the time. I really like greens and blacks and reds and alright, so did I already? No, I did not already grab all this stuff. I had all this stuff because I had the top floor. It was like an eatery or a diner, but I got tired of it after a while, so I'm gonna grab some of this stuff, but I don't know how much we're gonna use. Cheese, beer. Nice. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna grab it all and we'll go from there. And a pizza, everybody needs a pizza, right? I have my Christmas coffee or hot chocolates from last year too. Oh, hey, and I'm going to need seeds. Which seeds is it? Tansel plant? We need tansel plant to make onions. Where is... Is it... Man, I'm drawing a blank. Why am I forgetting this? Old World Fig is to... Royal Kukukuru, that's what I need. Ah, crap. I can't grow onions right now. I gotta make more Royal Kukukuru. So... Royal Kukukuru, need Old World Fig, and let's go back to Google real quick here. If anybody ever wants to look this stuff up, ff14gardening.com is like, it's a little confusing to read some of the like placement rotation things, but once you get it, it's the go-to place for this stuff. It does have ads, but what are you gonna do? Okay. Oh, mirror apples. Okay. I remember now. You're looking at my inventory bulging? It, it is though. I don't have a whole lot of room left. Whoops. But we're gonna get rid of some of it too by putting it in the house. Is that the same retainer I was just on? No. Clearly we need a fish tank. It is the same retainer. Derp! Just in case anybody is interested, my retainers are named after Renoko from Inuyasha and Swan Sanche from The Wheel of Time. This stream is brought to you by Lila's Bank. With Lila's Bank, you too can look at things. Weeb. I can see why you said that because of the Renoko thing, but Wheel of Time's not technically. No, no. That's like that's like English fantasy or American fantasy. Um. Oh yeah, the dummy. All right. I would. Hang on. Let's make this bigger. Oh, too big. All right. So now we can get an idea of what they look like. I would like it to look cool, but I would also like it to be cheap. Uh, this one looks alright too. There are none. Is it a cartoon? No, The Wheel of Time is a fantasy epic book series by Robert Jordan, who died and then finished. It was finished by Brandon Sanderson. So that's about the same price. Um, but they started an Amazon series and they made a ton. It is totally different from the books. They made a lot of changes. So people like revolted and now it's canceled. Um, I really didn't like how much they changed, but it was, if you just accepted that it was its own thing, then it was it was not a bad show. I enjoyed it. The TV show was getting better. Org, that's awesome that you knew what I was talking about. So, do you want me to pick this one for aesthetic, or were you just trying to help me find a cheaper one? I have the 50,000 to spend on the Everkeep one. I was just checking. Nice, Warg. You read those books? That's my favorite book series of all time. And the saddest thing is that I never finished it. I own all of the books. I read the first 8. I've read the first 4 like multiple times, but I always end up like petering out, and then I'll wait years and I don't remember everything, so I start over. How many allied seals do I have? So I don't do my beast tribes very, like, hardly ever. Oh wait, that's from hunts. I only have 101 allied seals right now. I used to do a ton of hunts, but I've petered out on it lately. I think I'm just gonna buy the Everkeep one and, right. Yeah, Warg said he basically read them until Robert Jordan stopped writing them. Lila, I am waiting. Okay. Oh, Robert Jordan's son helped Sanderson? Oh, okie dokie. To Gridania! I always thought it was Gridania until I heard everybody else saying it and I went back and listened to some of the cutscenes. Oh, hang on. I gotta clear up the old one. Um, Inventory, that's right. Did I let yeah, I let my book expire again. That's happened like 3 times in a row, guys. I gotta get back to doing dailies. Go kill that. It's as good as dead. Whoops. Managing the map and the special menus for certain things are the worst part of being a controller player. You have to basically tab target to select those things. You read 10 of 13 books and stopped at Knife of Dreams. You know, I might have made it to 10 too because I think that I made it to Knife of Dreams. Uh, Robert Jordan got like sick and then he later passed without finishing, but he had a lot of notes, I think. They were really good. A lot of people hated his excessive detail. He would describe everything from like the wood grain of the table that Rand's sitting at, or like the architecture in detail and stuff. And I had a lot of people tell me that they didn't like that, but my autistic ass loved that. Robert Jordan died of cancer? That sucks. I knew that he had something. Yeah, you can tell there is a bit of a style change. I've heard there is like a bit of a style change for when the other people finished it. uh, it's always so funny when you do those hunts on a max level geared class. Oh, I only needed okay. I thought I would need more than that. And I can't remember, Centurio seals are for all the rest of the hunts, and allied are only for the original, right? Yes. Noise. If I knew that you only needed 180 allied seals to get a training dummy in your yard, I would have done it forever ago. I also should have bought one when I had like 45 million. I don't even remember what I did with that money. The level of detail was why I could never read The Lord of the Rings. Jordan was not as bad for that. That's nice. I read The Hobbit, which is hilarious. Um, thanks, Lila. I read The Hobbit, and what's funny about that is they made 3 movies out of a 300-page book that doesn't talk about like any of that stuff that they do in the movie. Oh, you mean here? I misunderstood you. Sorry. I was like, what? Those are weapons. Thank you. Nice. You just saved me 50,000 gil. Shit. Now I can practice my rotation in my own yard. I was going to Kit's house, and I think I used Orb's house once too. And I was practicing Bard there. Jordan did have insane levels of world building, and I loved it too. Uh, that was my favorite part. Well, that and that there's like 6 main characters that are all important, and the story follows each of them, like when they're together and when they split up. Parts of it slogged, but with like 900 page books and all of that that he crammed in there, it kind of felt necessary sometimes. Oh, I maxed the yard out on items. Hang on. What do we not want here? Well, clearly these are redundant, right? I need a villain. Let's create an entire culture and economy to explore one person. Yeah, that's exactly, but then he'd come back to it a lot of times too and um, make use of that culture and economy in another way too. Is this where I want to put this? Yeah, probably spin it. Eee. That's its spot. Show the ass. Whoop. Why is it not placing it? Is it because I had moved the mouse? Yeah. So if you initiate with mouse, you can't finish with controller. Wedge, I mean it. I did it. Or do you mean back target it? Oh, because of the positionals. Nice. Thank you. I'm slow. I'm sorry. Um, Ward, did Robert Jordan have three wives, or were you talking about the main character? Because they kind of have a triangle. Alright. Main character, yeah. But it, so I learned while trying to explain that to my wife when we were watching the show, I did some Googling and learned that Robert Jordan was a polygamist and he believed in polyamory, and that was part of why he did that in the books. Um, and but I also think that he did, at least as far as I read, he did a decent job of pulling that off without being horrible to one of the women. It seemed consensual, I guess I'm trying to say. Um, you were about to wonder if he was Mormon. Uh, no, I didn't read that he was Mormon. He just liked to have multiple partners. Alright, I have no idea what to do in here, guys. Rand never smashed a girl he didn't marry. That's true. That's hilarious, though. I don't think I love these couches unless I'm going to be using them for the diner type thing. Well, I could dye them a different color. Instead, he gathered women like Pokemon. Well, he was Taverin, so the path of destiny weaved around him. Uh, I'm going to have to go back to the market board. I don't, I'm not seeing any inspiration with what I'm working with here. I should strip it down and actually partition it. Lila, should I strip it down and partition it? I haven't done that before, but that's the only way you get rooms that are actually rooms. Princess, check. Farm girl, check. Amazon, check. Uh, one of them was, or wait, the farm girl and the princess were both, Aes Sedai too. So I was gonna say one of them was like a magician, but they all had special powers. uh, Kid stream is about to start, so, and I'm going to hang out with my wife today too, so I'm probably not going to go too much longer, but I am going to go to the market board and start changing this house, and then I'll come back and continue that in another stream. I have a loose idea of doing casual type streams like this when I'm on in the mornings, and doing the trials and raids at night when Party Finder has more help available. Wish I could find my... Oh, here's a chapstick. Bye, Ward. Thanks for hanging. That means I can buy this somewhere. I should go talk to that one person. Is it the exchange or the breath? I think it's the exchange. Nope, the other one. Sending a streamer friend a message in their stream while you're in your stream. That's funny. Okay, I vaguely remember I have to go down here. Lies, all lies. I don't remember where that NPC is.
Or is it still ongoing?
Leshy Tuber Day. Hi, Kit. What's that mean? Oh, I get it because I
There, Kit.
because I'm not
Notice
using
you
the
guys.
Lizardman PNG
Uh,
tuber.
Avatar change. Yes.
Kit,
I wish
I'm
I could
being
remember
dumb
the
right
name of it,
now.
but
Uh,
pit crew that I use.
where is the
There's a
NPC
little highlight thing.
that sells housing
I can
items?
remember it in like Photoshop or something a little later. Or if I find another avatar maker, I don't mind making another one.
I think it was here and I just didn't run the right way. Oh yeah, it's up the derp. I found it.
Yeah, it's there's a pit crew. I can send you the link. It's the exact same one that I used for my other
I am trying to figure out a plan
avatar as well.
for
Pit crew is fantastic. You just have to
making
give
my
the
house.
permissions to
Um,
the authors.
I want to give it some rooms, I
Because
think.
I had another one that I used on my YouTube for a while without thinking about that, and then I read through the permissions and ended up going back and taking all of it off. Not that they said anything to me, but I'm like, I should be smart there. What they have going on there? Pit crew site. But yeah, I like pit crew a lot. Um, and this is the best one I've found so far for what I was trying to create. And since I changed back to Mikote, it seemed appropriate.
Marble
Yeah,
logs.
yeah. Well, thankfully the pit crews they show like on the initial page, it shows you what the permissions they've set for it are, and they're usually written out as well. So if it's green light for commercial stuff, then you're good to go in like Twitch streams and the like.
Oh, you can hear that? Whoops. Yeah, I was trying to support um while also doing my own thing. That seems like it could be. I think before my next stream when I my next stream uh where I do housing stuff, I'm going to look up housing ideas between now and then. I vaguely remember how to float stuff, but not really. You would say mute the tab, not her stream, otherwise you don't count. But Chrome removed that option. Oh, that's crazy. I'm glad you told me that. I didn't know that that did that. There's an extension for it. I will add that. I appreciate you. So I think I'm going to hold off on the partitioning so I do some looking
Alright, that's better.
on the interweb.
If I hadn't given that to you now, I would have forgotten.
Thanks, Kit. I appreciate that. Let's see. I have a bed, I have chairs. By the way, Kit, you've been very helpful and supportive. Thank you. Nice. Kit, that was magic. This is the housing merchant behind your shop? And you're a support main? I just caught that. Nice. Oh, okay. Yeah, you're on a different world though. Yeah, so this is the closest housing merchant to me. I have no idea what to do with this house. That's kind of why it's been the way it is. I like that. This is the TVs, pillars, decoration. If a Ward 31's opens up, you're moving there. Then I can have my true birthday plot of 1 Ward 31. That's awesome. I never thought to try that. I just went for the house I could get as soon as possible when I got mine. Alright, you know what? We're just gonna wing it. I'm gonna buy a bunch of stuff. And, oh, whoops. I feel like the ADHD is kicking my butt right now. White partitions are okay. Right now, the inside of my house is stone. None of these match stone. I think I'd have to go to Heaven's Ward housing to find stone. However, might want to change that. I was lucky that I jumped on a new ward right after it came out and had zero competition. Nice. I um I used a website to try and find one with as little competition as possible. Fair bid and everything, but it let me know that there was only 3 people bidding on it at the time. I guess you just can't go wrong with some white partitions. These are cheap. I'll just get a bunch and... Oh, there's curved ones? Okay, hold up. Alright. Aetherites down here. I forgot where my house is. Why didn't I just do this? Okay. Let me see. Where do I want roots? The phasmascapes are huge. That thing is redonkulous. I think I'm going to take this down until I figure out where I'm going to put it. Oh wait, I forgot I have a bunch of stuff in my storage too. Hold up. I have more to work with. Whoops. That's not what I meant to do, but okay. I don't even have to add this stuff to my inventory. I've got maps, posters, lots of wall deco, rugs, chairs, bench, armoire. So there's not a ton of stuff there that... Alright, let's start by making a bedroom. Okay. What's this look like in here? Go have a bedroom with no door. I like that. No, the bedroom's gotta have a door, right? So I think I'm going to end stream here. I'm going to go to some websites and get some ideas, um, so that it's more entertaining to watch when I come back. And gonna go hang out with my wife, and I'll be on Discord, and I'll be around later if you want to get a hold of me. Thanks for joining, everybody, and I'll be back soon. Bye, have a good day.